And I think it's important for us as practitioners because we work with emotion all the time. And emotion is emotion. Anger is anger. Sadness is sadness. Hurt is hurt. Fury is fury. It's not good. It's not bad. But the shadow edge of our emotions is it allows us to get swept up into the feelings and lose contact with the situation itself. On the other hand, if we don't tune into our emotions, we miss some really important knowledge and wisdom that our emotions actually point us to. If, as practitioners, we use everything to wake up, everything is the path. That's what we talked about last week. Everyday life is the path. And each moment of our life provides us a moment for awakening. And our emotions are important in that process. And we can get lost in the winds, the tornado of our emotions and actually lose our clarity. And then perhaps even with the people we're dealing with, we lose their humanity. They become the other because they don't see things the way I see them. Or they're challenging me in a way that I don't like. So instead of dealing with that in my own practice, I can easily push it outward and make the other some object that is very likely going to be wrong. So if we're not careful, moment to moment, how we're managing our emotions, how we're managing our experience, we run the risk, even if we're quote unquote right, we run the risk of making a big mess. But then, actually, as I'm saying this, there's one more way to turn it, which is that in my getting lost in my emotions, and then in processing it with the other person, I actually ended up learning more about myself, seeing the ways I get swept up, and there was a path that opened up for how it might be different. So I guess I have to be honest and close this part of the talk with a recognition that even the mistakes we make are our everyday life, which is the path to liberation. So I think as I'm speaking, what I see is how I heard somebody else use the word privilege this way. I privilege things working out with the least amount of tumult. And yet, many times the tumult, as uncomfortable, as chaotic, and as in some ways very unfortunate it may be, also opens something. We can use anything to gain wisdom. Anything that happens, any moment, each moment is the doorway. Many of you have heard me use the phrase when we, in the 4 great vows, the way we say the 3rd great vow is, the teachings are infinite, we vow to learn them all. For me, that language is a little bit dead. Teachings are over there, I'm over here, I'm making this vow to learn them. It's very opposites mind. But in some Zen traditions, they say, Dharma gates are endless. We vow to enter them all. And that vow is the Bodhisattva vow. That vow is the path of Zen practice. And if it's tumultuous and difficult, then we enter the tumultuous and difficult Dharma gate. The Dharma gate isn't the beautiful, sweet sound of, it isn't only the beautiful, sweet harp sounds of the angels. It's also the deep heat and chaos of the devils. It's all of it.